Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our September event, Allegro Selling Trends. My name is Przemek, and I'm the sales executive here at WebInterpret, and I've got a great pleasure of being your host today. This event is a team effort brought to you by Allegro, Poland's most popular online marketplace in cooperation with us, WebInterpret. So just a few words about what WebInterpret is all about. Generally speaking, we help domestic marketplace sellers take their business internationally by helping them expand into new markets all around the globe. Our services include, but are not limited to, listing translation, localization, marketing, and shipping. Of course, we truly and very excited about partnering with Allegro and to introduce more marketplace sellers to the number one e-commerce marketplace in Poland, which is Allegro. If you have any questions for us, you can find our contact details over at webinterpret.com, and I'll be more than happy to chat with you guys. We invite you to attend both sessions today. But you're more than welcome to stay tuned for the category of your choice. So we'll be shortly starting with the kids category, as you can see, and then there will be a bit of a break, and then we'll be moving into health and beauty at 5 to 12. Each session is compact and practical and filled with the most important tips and tricks for succeeding as a seller in the category. Each session is approximately up to 45 minutes, up to half an hour for presentation, followed by a 10-minute Q&A session. If you need to go for whatever reason, please do not worry, do not stress. We'll send you a recording of the presentation to watch at your convenient time. Please reach out to us through our website if you wish to get in touch. Today, I'll be joined by Agnieszka, Dagmara, and Sylvia. Agnieszka, let me start with Agnieszka. Agnieszka is the business unit manager for the kids category at Allegro. She has years of experience within this category, and she's a leading team of category owners and has a great overview of the kids industry in Poland. So I'd like to pass the voice over to Agnieszka. Over to you, Agnieszka. Thank you.
Thank you, Przemek. Okay, as Przemysław introduced me, hi, I'm Agnieszka Lewartowska, and I'm a business unit manager in kids category for toys and baby gear. And thank you for joining us to this webinar today. Today we will talk about how to sell in the kids category, focusing on the specificity of a Polish market, main drivers, and customer buying behaviors. I know there are new merchants abroad, international sellers, with us today, and after this presentation you will learn more about key elements such as peaks in this category, trends, main subcategories, and top products, also drivers and blockers on Allegro. So let's start presentation. I would like to highlight what the value of the kids market is and how fast it is growing, and how consumer buying behaviors are changing. As you can see on the first graph, in the period in 2020, kids e-commerce market was over 3.8 billion zlotych, with growth 25% year over year. Forecast for growth for the 2021 is 18.5% year over year. It means that in e-commerce segment we observe 5 times faster growth than the rest of the kids segment. We have to take into account the COVID-19 influence in 2020, of course, which had significant impact on customer buying habits. In this period, customers have switched from offline to online, which was very easy in this category. for both of sides, also for customers and for sellers. This year, we observe the same consistent trend connected with the pandemic in the first quarter. Allegro growth in 2020 2 times faster than e-commerce market. I'd like to describe the main factors which influence the market and e-commerce market. At first, drivers, changing buying behaviors, switching from offline to online, especially during lockdown. We noticed a significant increase at brick, puzzles, games. According to the trend, then families spend time together at homes. And as I said before, this switching was very easy for buyers and sellers in this category, because there is a very low barrier to introduce to this category. The second one, toys as a gift for a special occasion and buying without special occasions. Special occasions like Easter, Children's Day, Christmas, birthdays boost sales, but also significant trigger is buying toys without occasion. Rather impulsive buying, just for fun, not prepared, are very often noticed by users. And the last one, in Poland we have the 500 plus scheme, which gives 500 zł per child per month to families, boost spending for babies, also for toys and baby gears. On the other hand, we have blockers, an aging society, as you see, demography, fall in births number. This blocker is very significant in our category and have negative impact. Supermarkets, chain of supermarkets, are very significant also on this segment, because they have very strong position. Shopping centers and all these chains, they offer a very competitive price and they conduct very aggressive promotion, especially during peaks like a Christmas, Children's Days or Easter, and it's very easy to purchase toys at this place. In baby gear, we have also C2C segment. We noticed this behavior in second-hand items, especially for mid and premium brands for strollers. We have in category kids almost 13 million of users who generate almost 47 millions of visits. They can choose among 6.4 million of unique offers. Our offers in category growth very fast. In 2020, they grow 58% year over year, and sold items growth in 2020 45% year over year. From a business point of view, kids category is shared into 3 categories: toys, baby gear, and baby care. As you can see, toys are the biggest one with share 68%, and baby gear with share 23%. And today we will talk mostly about these 2 categories. Now I would like to mention the most important subcategories which drive turnover and our customers' most frequent choices. Our main goal is to offer the wide assortment in best price. At the top in category toys, we have bricks. At bricks, we have the main part Lego bricks, of course, but also we listed wooden bricks, straw blocks, magnetic blocks, foam blocks, and there is a rather branded assortment than unbranded assortment. This share, as you can see in bricks, there is a 28%. The next subcategory is dolls and accessories. There are, of course, dolls from main top brands on the market like Mattel, MGA, Simba, Zap, of course, with a very range of novelties assortment. And of course, accessories. Accessories, we means there are houses, cars, campers, trials, jet, horses, etc. And of course, apparel. There is a very significant part of our business. Then we have educational category with 7.5% of share. There are experimental kit, educational kit for school, of course, also educational puzzles. This is very important subcategories now when we have this period for back to school for our children's. Bikes and vehicles, cars and vehicles. There are, of course, cars, rather brand assortments from Mattel, for example, and there are play sets. Infant toys with share almost 7%, very important category. There we have there is assortment for very small babies, for as you can see, infant toys. There are interactive educational toys, mats, sensory toys. It's the most part of this category. And very important part, it's figures. There are also figures from movies, but action figures, but also animals, fantasy, collectible figures, for example, like from MGA also. We have I add the rest of subcategories with share below 5% of share. In total, it is 24%. There are categories with the lowest share, and there it's about 15 different subcategories. In baby gear category, we have the biggest one subcategory. It is accessories for mom and for babies. It was almost 22%. Very interesting category. It is party and occasions. It is 19.4%. There is an assortment for organizing parties at homes, for example, for baby shower, for birthday, for Halloween, etc. And then we have strollers. There is most of assortment, of course, from branded assortment, very range assortment we have here. Baby feeding, there are items for feeding babies. Car seats, rather branded assortment, and health and hygiene. Okay, so let's talk about our trade plan. Allegro supports sales by marketing campaigns. Campaigns for all categories on Allegro are included into the trade plan. You can see our trade plan for all Allegro. We do cross-category campaigns, and we invite you to participate in marketing campaign, which are very beneficial for you. These campaigns boost your product visibility on our platform. We support main campaigns like Easter, Children's Day, Christmas, by split of media with television and digital support, and campaign dedicated activities such as novelties, Grandparents' Day, Women's Day, etc. We support by our inventory, by banners, structures on the main site, landing page, and category website. Also, we have a campaign connected with super special deals like a bestsellers, Smart Week, Black Week, or a sellout. Campaigns are different in terms of price level of product. For example, in Christmas, we rather support items from middle and higher price point than the rest of our campaigns. We have to remember that many customers buy at the last minute. So often in the last week of the campaign, they hope that the purchase will come on time. And now you can see the examples of our assets for campaigns and our main page. On the left side, there is a kids category main page with different sections, banners, and promotions. It's only part of our website. In the middle, there is example of asset for campaign for back to school. You can see a part of a landing page and structure. We choose, of course, the group of assortment which are the most important for this campaign. On the right side, you can see our example of our live sale event. We invite a very famous influencer in Poland, and we promote bestsellers at the toys category. So we are open for a new form or promote our products. Of course, we cooperate with top brands and licensors on the market, from the baby gear and from the toys category. Users in our category, as you can see, most of them are women, aged between 24 to 35 years old, and from small cities, rather, to 50,000 inhabitants. They growed in 2020 20% year over year, and they use rather mobile to visit and to search products in our category. In this year, we prepared special report about our users, how users buy toys, and we will send you after this presentation full version of report, so you can read it deeply. So now I want to highlight only I think the most important assumption. We ask our customers about what drives a purchase decision for customers, and we ask in two situations. When our customers buy toys for a special occasion, the most important thing is that child wish to have the toy. When customers want to buy toys without an occasion, the most important thing is a special offer. So you can see the difference between customers' behaviors and what is crucial in two situations. I picked 5 trends which can be very interesting for this year. The first two are connected, of course, with lockdown. Yes, with lockdown. So first one is families are spending more time together at homes, and we see this we see it in our category, that they bought anti-stress toys, puzzles, games, bricks, and art crafts. The second one is interactive toys, edu toys, and robots. Families or parents buy rather toys for playing longer, not only for 5 minutes of playing, but for spending time longer with children's. Next one is unboxing experience and collecting. We see this trend from a few years. Eco trend in Poland it's I think in this category it's rising trend. But we see that it could be very interesting trend in Polish market also. That top producers offers biodegradable plastic toys from this plastic, and this packaging are also biodegradable. And the last one, licensed product. We see now all these blockbusters movies were stopped in last year. Now we have all these movies in our cinemas. So I think this trend could be very interesting in our category. At the end, I have 3 tips for new sellers on Allegro. First, correct listing of the product in the category. It's very important when you start a sales, and of course names of product to help our customers find the right product. Of course, the originality of the product, safe materials, and CE certificates are very important for our users. And features description and high quality pictures. These 3 points, I think, from my point of view, are very important in our category when you start sales on our platform. I would like to summarize my presentation, because it's all what I prepared, and what you should remember from my presentation, that during lockdown were formed new trends. You know it, I'm sure, and new model of buying online will stay with us. So we should to answer for our customers' needs, to offer wide selection in the best price, of course. We support kids category by strong marketing campaigns, and we invite you to prepare a special offer to participate it. And also findability, the last tips. Findability is crucial in this category. To prepare right description of your assortment as best as possible when you start your business on Allegro. Thank you for your participation, and I'm looking forward partnership. Thank you.
Thanks very much for that. That was a great content, very much insightful. So again, great stuff, Agnieszka. Many thanks to you. I believe now we're going to dip into some questions. So, can we receive these slides? Of course you will. So after the actual second session, we'll be emailing the whole content, the whole recording over to you guys. So, like I said earlier, if you need to leave or go somewhere, please do not worry. That will stay with you, so we can obviously check the recording at whenever it's convenient. I hope this answers that question. What mistakes are made by the sellers in the kids category? What should a new seller avoid? So again, probably the question directed to Agnieszka, I guess.
Yes, I can maybe yes, we have special tools for sellers as a trade analytics. So when you start a sales on Allegro, you have special tools where you can see trends on Allegro. You have to ask our key account managers about details.
Makes sense. Thank you. To be able to list on Allegro Marketplace, do we need to have EAN numbers? So perhaps I may be able to answer that question. It really depending on the, or perhaps would you like to answer that, Agnieszka?
You can answer first. I will add from my point
Okay,
of view.
so because obviously from our perspective as web interpret, when we're going to be in charge of your listings in order to provide those translations and listing creation, there is a possibility that we can list without EAN numbers. The first batch of items without EAN numbers, and then if we need to add EAN numbers to sort of list all of your inventory, then obviously we'll be asking you to supply those.
Yes, that's right. It's better to have, of course, Anne's number. First of all, for the findability for our users. So it's better. And of course, we have catalog on Allegro. So when you want to listing your products, we can choose description from our product.
So thank you. So generally speaking, to be on the safe side, it's best to have EAN numbers. Excellent. So let's jump into the next question. Can you separate your login and password from the one on the Allegro panel? That's a good one. Agnieszka, perhaps?
I can answer on your question, yeah. Maybe.
Hi, so the new person here. I'll just very quickly
That's the one I was
introduce
hiding
myself.
away from you.
Yes. So I've been the moderator for now, but my name is Kasia and I'm in charge of merchant education. So for those more general questions that are not about the category, I can also help you out. When it comes to trade analytics, it is connected to your Allegro account. So you do need to use the same login and password as for your Allegro account, because that's the only way we can actually get your data from the Allegro account into trade analytics.
Cool. Thank you for that. So let's see if there is any more questions. I am a distributor. I am distributor. These items are industrial products, and the producer don't have EAN numbers. Like we said earlier with Agnieszka, referring to this question, it's best to have those, but obviously we will do absolutely best to create those listings without EAN numbers if you don't have them.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think that could be all of the questions, although let me just double check.
Thank you for doing that.
There is one more, fairly longer one. There you go.
Right, okay. What if I am an agency who does not sell alone, but work with clients? We run ads for clients, but also have our own client service teams. We want to allow them to check on categories and segments without
access to the Allegro panel.
Correct.
That's the rest of the message. So I guess the best answer I can give you to this issue would be to contact our ads team, because they actually have a program called Ads Partner, where basically agencies who work with clients can sign up to to be part of our ads partner program. And that way you can actually check that data with maybe less access, right? So what I would suggest is to contact the ads team, and I'll pull their Pavel says he has, and they told me to contact Allegro, contact. Okay. How about this, Pavel? I will contact the ads team for you after this webinar, and I'll just check what the possibilities are. I've got your email address here on Quick Meeting. I'll just put the chat logs, and I'll just make sure to help you out so you know exactly what to do. All right. And I think that would be all of the questions. There is one more that is about trade analytics. So is there any place where I can check the trends or best offers in the category? But apart from trade analytics, is there anything that you would maybe suggest, Agnieszka, or is that the one place that you would recommend?
It's only the one place where you can check the trends, of course, but of course we organize webinars for our sellers, and then we share our actual trends. So maybe when we will start acting together, so we will invite you and we will share this our knowledge. But only trade analytics, it's the main tool for checking these trends.
Excellent, thank you. So if there is no other questions, I believe we may want to be going for a 5-minute break. Is that what we're supposed to do, Kasia?
Yeah, I think just to make sure, because we've got Dagmara on standby, who will start with the beauty category, and then we've got Sylvia, who is going to do the health category, and she, I don't know if she'll be able to join us that soon if we start in 5 minutes. So maybe what I would suggest is we'll start Dagmara's part at 11:45, if that's okay with everyone. We'll just have a slightly longer break so everyone can just grab a cup of coffee. And then we'll be right back with Dagmara's part. I will just send everyone a little notice on chat so you don't forget when we're starting. And I think that way we'll make sure that Sylvia can actually join us, because I think that her part is also going to be really interesting.
Okay, fantastic. So we all meeting up at 11:45.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much,
Bye.
and see you soon. We're back. Just reminder for everyone that this session will be again approximately around 40 to 45 minutes. We are currently 10 minutes ahead of schedule, which I believe is a good thing. So I'd like to, and obviously, please, at the end of the duration of our second session, please do not forget to submit any questions you're thinking of during the presentation. And once again, I'm going to be passing a voice over to another speaker, Dagmara. I'd like to introduce Dagmara. That she's the category owner of Health at Allegro. Her work expertise focuses mainly on the beauty industry. So she stays up to date on the latest trends and sources the most research products. So over to you, Dagmara. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Przemysław. It's very nice to be here, and I'm very glad that you're interested in cooperation with us and have an ambition to grow your business on Allegro. So thank you for your presence. So now I will share with you some information about beauty category on Allegro, and besides the figures and charts, I will try to give you a few advices which product solutions work best in the category, as Agnieszka did before. Okay, but still, we will start with charts, obviously. Here you can see the value of total cosmetics market in Poland in Polish currency, so in Polish zlotys. As you can see, despite the pandemic situation, market in general is still growing, and the estimation for 2022 is optimistic, closing 2020 with above 25 billion Polish zlotys. Main analytics estimate total value in this year on above 26 billions. Yeah, and I need to mention that, of course, online dynamic is faster than offline market or the market in total. Although these words are difficult, Allegro and the entire e-commerce, obviously, have become a beneficiary of the pandemic. Indicators such as sales value, number of transactions, but also visits, buyers, grew above 50, even 60% in 2020. We sold almost 8 million haircare products, just to give you an example, in last year. Telling you that it's haircare products, I mean shampoos, conditioners, oils, hairbrushes, scissors, and all this stuff together. So, but still, in my opinion, it's very impressive and it's big. The numbers are growing dynamically, which means we are the growth driver platform in this sector. In terms of beauty on Allegro, we generated, as you can see, 59% year-on-year growth of sales and 66% growth in transactions. Okay. We doubled the number of products sold in the category. The number of active offers grew even faster, which symbolizes the transfer of offline businesses to online and investment in the omni-channel strategy as many brands and distributors. "2020 was the year of the highest sales intensity, in which we generated traffic of almost 35 million visits, and I mean only beauty category. So you can just imagine the whole Allegro, and 3 times as many page views. These marketplace trips were made by 10 million unique users. Okay, this will be not the last chart, but I'm trying to, it will be better. The categories that are included in beauty on Allegro, the first one and the biggest one is personal care, which includes all FMCG products, such as body care, face, hair care, but also sun protection and devices, such as cleansing brushes or cavitation pills, which are very, very popular right now in Poland. Second, in terms of size, is manicure and pedicure, containing not only varnishes and accessories, but most of all devices, lamps, and milling machines. Makeup and perfumes, I think it's obvious, and something that absolutely no Polish marketplace has. So professional salon equipment. This category is small, but it's growing still, and it supports the B2B sector, sorry. So hairdressing salons, beauty salons based on facial and body treatments, solariums, and even tattoo studios. The category 3 is prepared in such a professional and clear way that we have managed to loyalize the client running their beauty businesses, especially because as companies, they can buy in installments or the wholesale prices. Now, a few words about our customers. So 2 biggest groups are women between 18 and 34 years old, and 26 of total men group between 25 and 44. 60% of total buyers live in small cities. It was the same as Agnieszka mentioned in kids category, who don't have access to stationary stores, which such as selection on daily basis. Almost 80% of traffic comes from mobile, which is something we are obviously proud of because our mobile application is the dominant source. So I really recommend you to check your app store for Allegro app. This share is constantly growing at the expense of the desktop. So you already know who's buying on Allegro. Now let's get to know drivers and blockers of e-commerce. Apart the fact that online shopping benefits at expense of offline, you have already heard it today, while drugstores are mainly losing out. Sales at discounters are growing, which is evident blocker. New technologies are becoming more and more important in addition to guaranteeing the speed and convenience of shopping. They are also to replace this lack of feel and touch, which is extremely important in choosing cosmetics. Larger but also more expensive baskets are the symbol of the improvement in the financial situation of buyers, while economists predict the recession that will lower this demand. Another advantage is the need to purchase cosmetics in line with trend, which is a challenge for producers, of course, but the expectations of our customers. And one of my favorite things, if we already at the trends, a few words about what customers across the market want. First of all, main of the trends of the slide concern personal care. Sun protection, especially the high one, has become very important, which is not only important in the summer season, but has become a permanent part of the skincare routine in Poland. Polish women boldly use salon products at home. An example, as you see, the ordinary acid, retinol, cavitation pills, etc. All-in-one products, so down below on the left side, multifunctional creams and oils that can be used on the body, hair, and face. Green tiles on the right side are associated with the green revolution. So less weight cosmetics, organic, vegan, natural, local, and ethically produced are very, very popular. We are very happy about it. So we have prepared something special on this topic, but more on it in a second. Down below, you can see so-called conscious hair care. Again, it's natural cosmetics, henna instead of traditional hair coloring, oiling, and herbal scalp wraps are very hot topic in Poland. And finally, the dry brushing trend. I'm really curious, what is the main trend in your country? So if you see something similar, please write it down below in the chat, and we will check it on the Q&A session. As I said, we want to participate in the green revolution, hence the Allegro Naturali project. It's a special landing page, a meeting place for brands that represent ecological values and customers who are looking for them. We all know how visible and present greenwashing is in the industry and how much research the client has to do to verify the environmental performance of the product. We do it instead of him. Only certified products and brands with at least one of 50 certificates accepted by us can participate in the project. But you probably know some of them, an example, Vegan Society, Cosmebio, EcoCert, or Natru. Yeah, finally, how beauty category page looks like. Here you have some examples of activation that we organize. On the right side, a campaign for the promotion of fragrances, and two structures on the left side prepared with cosmetic brands. These are just examples. Beauty is also participating in big Allegro campaigns during the whole year, as Agnieszka has mentioned before. A quick look at who we work with. Of course, these are just select few international brands to give you just an example. And these are examples of how we communicate them. It's a space for partners who have their own official stores on Allegro. We communicate their logos linked to their stores on our platform, product novelties, inspirational content, and trends. At the end of my part, some information what is crucial in offer preparing, not only in terms of offers in the beauty category, but on the example. So the first important issue is the product assigned to the appropriate product category. Our clients search for a product not only through the search engine, but also using the tree. A name containing the most important keywords. So brand name, line, product type, shade, smell, and size if it's needed. Best price on the marketplace. It's key thing, so no words needed in here. And inspiring content that will give you the feel and touch vibe well known from the offline. And the last thing, few solutions that have become popular on Allegro listings and greatly increase the value of basket. So multi-packs, products sold as a whole packs and boxes. Cross-selling sets that build the care routine. An example, shampoo plus conditioner plus oil. But in makeup, it can be foundation plus powder with blush, etc. More expensive products, an example, devices. It's very good to have it with gifts and samples, something to add that will make the offer on the listing more and more attractive. And multi-packs of accessories. If you have very low price point on your product, I recommend you to offer this in the multi-pack packages to just cover the minimum price point for Smart to be 40 zlotys. And okay, that's all of my part. So I give the voice to Sylwia, who will talk about the health right now.
Thanks for your content. That was very insightful. I believe now Sylwia will be joining us shortly. Sylwia is the category owner for health at Allegro. She's an experienced and established expert in her field, and she knows exactly how to achieve success in her category. So just wondering if Sylwia is around. Is she already with us?
So the newest update is she will be with us in 1 minute.
She's coming. She's coming shortly. Excellent. That's great news.
So we'll see her in just a bit. Actually, I was wondering if we could ask Dagmara a few questions while we're waiting.
Yeah, I see something in
ones that I think could be interesting. So the first question, how can a small brand stand out in the beauty category?
For sure, you should be you should participate in our campaigns to use our strong digital assets, and of course use the ads panel. I think the most important thing is to support your brand name with the ads, and of course give something additional like coins, coupons to just cover the traffic for your offers.
Excellent. Thanks very much for answering that.
Yeah, and coupons are actually a new feature that we have, and I believe that there's some updates coming the coupon campaign way. So hopefully we'll also have separate webinars about that topic once you actually join Allegro, and you can get access to our educational webinars as well.
Cool. So there's more to follow. Thank you.
And then another question. Here you go.
Does the Allegro provide environment-friendly packaging?
Yes, you can buy from us the packaging, and it's eco-friendly. It's actually the new thing we have as a possibility for our merchants. But also, if you don't want to buy from us, you can do it by your own and just, show the example for our customers, and probably they will like it. They will return.
Thank you. Is there any more questions for Dagmara?
I think we can save them for later because I can see that Sylwia has joined us. So I think we can actually proceed with Sylwia's part. Thank you so much, Dagmara.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
My name is Sylwia Smoleńska, and I am responsible for health and erotica categories on Allegro. In a few slides, I will try to tell you about the health category. Okay. The health category can be divided into 5 segments. Telemedicine vouchers. This is a new category created last year, responding to the needs related to the pandemic. Erotic category. This is category has a separate tab and is conditioned by aged 18 plus. And 3 very important segments. Pharmaceutical segment. It includes dietary supplements, diagnostic tests, dermocosmetics, natural medicine, and OTC, which are a closed category and can be only exhibited by pharmacies. Second segment is medical segments, which includes medical devices such as thermometers, blood pressures, monitors, inhalers, etc. Equipment for hospitals and surgeries, rehabilitation and orthopedic equipment, massage equipment and devices, specialized medical equipment, and dressing materials. And third is consumer care segment, which includes oral hygiene, eye care, personal hygiene, and hygiene products. And when it comes to shares, Allegro on market share, we are a very large part of the health market. We have the largest share in the medical segments due to the sale of COVID products such as gloves, masks, disinfectants, or medical devices. In the consumer care segment, our shares are almost twice as large, which is related to the very large share of products from the oral care category, such as electric toothbrushes. In pharmaceutical segment, our shares are definitely smaller than on the market due to numerous legal restrictions related to sales on the platform by pharmacies. On the market, most of the pharmaceutical segment are OTC. And if we look at shares on health category, the largest area are categories from the medical segment, dietary supplements, and oral hygiene. And we cooperate in the category with numerous brands, Polish and foreign. This includes Swanson, Durex, Oral-B, Bioderma, Braun, Olympus, Philips, Sonicare, GlaxoSmithKline, Colgate. And when we talk about promotions, as my friend mentioned at the beginning, we take part in all large campaigns. But from category side, we have created a special promotional newsletter in which every week I manually select products known on the market and recognizable by the consumer. The newsletter is mainly attended by brand owners. And this is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia, and thank you very much for your detailed presentation. Just wanted to see if there is perhaps any more questions we can perhaps give you some answers for.
For now, there is one, and here it is. I hope you can see it now.
Right, I was waiting for that, to be quite honest. Who can I talk to join Allegro? So you could talk to myself. On another slide at the end of the our webinar, I'm going to be sharing my email address with you guys. I'm sure you can see a little bit of it just a moment ago. So obviously, we will help you with the process of registering as a business user on Allegro portal. So you'll get full support from us as well as from Allegro. And the process, it's nice and sort of straightforward, so you shouldn't have any problems. And obviously, we will be in touch in terms of making sure that your account is accepted and approved as soon as, so we can obviously start working on those translations and listings for you.
That's exactly right. And on our side, you probably already know her, but we've got Agata, who is our key account manager and responsible for WebInterpret partners. So if you actually join us using WebInterpret, you are pretty much guaranteed a key account manager who really knows her stuff. I can attest to that. So if you would like to, for example, join that newsletter that Sylvia was talking about with health products that are selected from the brand zone, Agata can basically walk you through the process of joining the brand zone and all the benefits connected to that. So you can be in that newsletter or any other ones. There are more questions coming.
Excellent. Can I add Allegro as web interpret for sales from eBay? I believe this is the question with relation to a source of inventory. Yes, we can now use eBay as source of your inventory. So generally speaking, in few words, we will create those translations. It will create listings on your behalf into Allegro Marketplace. So whatever you've got on eBay, we'll make sure that was translated into Allegro. Hopefully I'm just hoping this answers that question.
I think so. Jana just clarified that it's from the fashion category, but she also said thanks. So I think we're all good here.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Jana. Is there any more question perhaps?
I do not see any. Let me just double check if I maybe missed any from our previous Q&A, but I don't think so. Przemek, would you like to wait just a minute more just to see if we've got any more? Or perfect.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, I'm actually curious. This is a question to our attendees. I'm going to flip the script on the Q&A session just a little bit. I'm really curious if this is your first Allegro webinar or if you've joined us before. We've had, I believe, now 3 webinars with WebInterpret, and I'm curious to know if we've got any first-timers here still. Yes, we've got 1 first-timer, so Jana is with us for the first time. That's really cool. I think in that case, Przemek can, once he contacts you, he can also send you a recording of our first webinar where we talked about Allegro in general, kind of how everything works on the platform, so you can get a nice intro to us as well.
And you haven't missed anything as well, so.
That's true. All right, I think that's all the questions. Yeah,
we're heading towards the end. So thanks very much for that, Kasia. So I'd like to thank everyone who joined today. It's been really good. So we really appreciate your attendance today. Big and massive thanks to our speakers, Agnieszka, Sylwia, Dagmara, and of course Kasia, Katarzyna. I just wanted to remind gently that we will be sending the recordings to everyone. And if you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to contact Allegro or WebInterpret for any remaining questions. Have a great day, all of you guys, and stay tuned for future events that they're coming forward shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, Przemek. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
All the best. Cheers, guys. Thank you.